Hi there, thanks for joining us. In this Repricer.com video, we're going to explore the eBay repricing rule. With Repricer, we like to put you in the driver's seat, giving you the opportunity to control how your products are going to reprice in different scenarios. This is where the eBay repricing rule comes in. To pull up your repricing rules, go to Repricing Rules on the left-hand side of your screen. If you have already created an eBay repricing rule, ensure the filter drop-down is set to either eBay repricing rules or all rules. Then simply click on a rule to open it. If you haven't yet created an eBay repricing rule, click the Create a Repricer button and choose eBay rule. Please note, you will need to link an eBay channel before you get started with this step. Within our eBay repricing rule, the first section we have is our basic info. Think of this as the nuts and bolts of your rule. First we give it a name, something descriptive. Then we have our Compete With section. The Compete With section is the core of our rule, as it determines how we're going to compete with our competitors. You can beat, price above, or match your competitors. You can also beat them by a value and/or a percentage. Directly below this we have our control, which determines what we do if our product is non-catalog. In order for eBay repricing to work, your product must be a catalog item. Catalog item is an item that has a barcode, which is a UPC, ISBN or EAN on eBay. If your products don't have one of these, this is the setting that will apply. For this setting, you can choose to not reprice, use your min, use your max, or even tweak your min and max. Moving down, we have our min-max type section. Manually assign is the most common min-max type. This is simply you setting your minimum and your maximum price on the product. You can do this via the product screen or do this via an import. We have a number of videos that cover this process elsewhere on the channel. We do have two other cool options you can use to set your min-maxes though. First, we have Min-Max Plus. Min-Max Plus allows you to take your existing min-max, the same as manually assign, but then tweak them specifically for this rule. This is very powerful as it allows you to have a set of rules which each tweak the min-max in different ways. For example, you could have your min-max set in your product and have the rule increase it by 5%, for example. This setting is a great way to deal with currency conversions, or even to very quickly, temporarily push up or push down your minimum and maximum prices for all products in the rule. Next we have New Rule Min-Max. This is pretty self-explanatory, and what it basically does allows you to set a minimum and maximum price here, and it will automatically apply to any products that are in this rule. This basically means you can avoid having to set a min-max price on each individual product. You just set it in the rule and that's you done. Now let's move on to the Advanced Options tab. First we have our Exclusions section. Within our Exclusions section there are a number of different types of sellers we can exclude. First we can choose to compete only with top rated sellers. These are the sellers on eBay that have proven themselves through high sales volume and high feedback satisfaction. This is a great option to use if you want to avoid new sellers or part-time sellers on eBay. Next, you can exclude sellers based on feedback count. For example, you can only compete with sellers who have at least 100 feedback. Next, you can also exclude sellers based on their location. This allows you to exclude foreign sellers or sellers that might have a longer delivery period. Then we have quantity. You can exclude sellers based on how much stock quantity they currently have. This is another great way to avoid smaller sellers by excluding any that only have a handful of units in stock. And our final option allows us to either exclude or include only specific sellers. Simply add the seller's eBay username in here, and if you want to include multiple, simply put a comma between them. And I'm sure you'll agree those are some powerful settings. But now let's move on to the Scenarios section. With Scenarios, it determines how your rule is going to behave in set scenarios. First, what are you going to do if there's no competition? In this scenario, you can choose to not reprice, go to min, or go to max. Go to max is by far the most common use for this setting. Next, what are you going to do if there's a competitor below your minimum price? You can choose to not reprice, go to min, go to max, or use next best seller. Next best seller allows you to compete with the cheapest seller within your min-max range. Go to min and next best seller are the most common uses on this one. Next, what are you going to do if a competitor matches your min? And in this scenario, you could go to min or go to max. Most sellers will choose to go to min. And finally, we have an option for what if the price that you are going to compete with is going to be below your minimum price. In this case, you can choose to not reprice, go to min, or go to max. And most sellers here will choose to go to min. So that's us done having an overview of your eBay repricing rule. I'm sure you can see the power that exists within the rule and how you use it. We do have a whole ton of other videos on the channel which talk about other elements of eBay repricing, which I'd encourage you to take a look at. If you haven't yet started your trial with Repricer.com, we offer one free for 14 days, no credit card required. Or you can get in touch with the team to book a demo. Thanks for joining us today and have a great day.